Tonight, you will fall asleep without fear of being eaten. For most of human history, that was not guaranteed. Imagine being born 2 million years ago. No hospitals, no antibiotics, no locked doors, just you, a small fire, and a world that wanted to kill you. What if I told you nearly half of all children never made it to 15? Researchers studying hunter-gatherer societies found something brutal. Between 45 and 56% of children died before reaching adulthood. Not in war, not in famine alone, just life. A cut that got infected, a fever with no name, a fall from a tree. Why so many? Why so young? Because the world back then had no mercy built into it. Anthropologist Michael Gurven studied dozens of hunter-gatherer groups. He found a strange pattern, a U-shaped curve of death. Childhood was deadly. Then, if you survived, life got safer. If you reached 15, your odds improved dramatically. Some who survived childhood lived to 60, 70, even 80 years old. But getting there was the hard part. Let's talk about the predators first. Lions, leopards, hyenas, crocodiles, all bigger, faster, stronger than you. A single bite could end 2 million years of evolution in seconds. Early humans weren't apex predators, they were prey too. Baboons alone could overpower a lone child in seconds. Groups were survival. Being alone was often a death sentence. That's why humans never stopped sleeping in groups. Even today, we feel uneasy being completely alone at night. That fear is ancient. It's older than language itself. Now, let's talk about food. There were no supermarkets, no refrigerators, no guarantees. Some days you ate well, other days you ate nothing at all. Drought could wipe out an entire season's food source. Starvation wasn't rare, it was a recurring visitor. And when food was scarce, the youngest and oldest suffered first. Even successful hunts came with risk. Hunting a large animal could mean broken bones, gored organs, death. There were no surgeons, no painkillers, no second chances. A broken leg in the wild could be a death sentence within weeks. Infection was silent, slow, and almost always fatal. A tiny scratch could turn deadly in days. There was no germ theory, no understanding of why wounds festered. People just watched loved ones die with no idea why. Now, think about childbirth. For most of history, giving birth was one of the most dangerous events a person could survive. No clean tools, no emergency care, just hope. Complications that take minutes to fix today could kill in hours back then. Many mothers didn't survive. Many infants didn't either. This is part of why childhood mortality was so devastatingly high. And then there was the weather. No shelter meant exposure. Exposure meant hypothermia, or heat stroke. A bad storm could be fatal without the right preparation. Every season carried its own version of danger. So, how did humans survive at all? Cooperation, knowledge, and an enormous tolerance for risk. Each survivor passed down lessons. Each lesson saved future lives. Slowly, very slowly, survival odds improved. Tools got sharper. Shelters got stronger. Groups got smarter. But for tens of thousands of years, death was always close. Not hypothetical, not abstract, always nearby. Waiting in the grass, waiting in a fever, waiting in a bad season. So when people romanticize the simple life of our ancestors, they're imagining a world without context. A world with clean water and Instagram-worthy sunsets. Not the world that actually existed. The real world was beautiful and brutal at the same time. Every person you're descended from survived all of this. Every single ancestor in your bloodline beat odds that would terrify you today. They survived predators, disease, famine, childbirth, each other, and they kept going anyway. So the next time life feels hard, remember, your ancestors faced a world actively trying to end them. And they didn't just survive it, they built you out of it.